Knowing how to code is a really valuable skill that could end up making you a lot of money. There are tons of ways when it comes to making money with code. The only thing that limits all the opportunities for you earning money with code is your own creativity. Most developers get inspired by the really successful companies that started out with just one developer and an idea. And that's what most developers try to accomplish as well, for themselves. However, the odds of you building the next Facebook or Uber are not in your favor. So let's try and focus on more easy and realistic ways to earn money with code. That's why, in today's video, we'll be going over 10 easy and straightforward ways to make money with code. Number 1. Help a local business. One of the easiest options is to ask family and friends. Try to find a few people that have a small business and that are in need of a website or some improvements on their existing website. If you're just starting out as a developer and this is one of your first paid projects, you should consider doing it for free. This way you can add the project to your resume to show other people what you're capable of. Once you've successfully completed the job, you could ask your client if they know anyone else with a business who might be interested in your services. This way, you can start building your network of clients. If you really want to be proactive, you could start looking for bad websites of businesses that are near you. Come up with a better design or create a part of the website up front. Don't just walk in and ask them if they need a new website, because the answer is going to be no most of the time. Provide value up front. Number 2, blogging. As a developer, you can always start a blog in the programming niche. There are many ways to monetize a blog as a programmer, which includes offering coding skills online and earning through affiliate links. If you're passionate about writing, I would highly recommend you to start your own blog. It's a great way to share your knowledge with other people. You can start your own blog by publishing some programming tutorials about what you are learning or just learned. Keep posting updates on a regular basis about the progress that you're making. Speaking of which, I have recently just created a blog, computersciencesimplified.org. Click the link in my description to check it out. Number 3, app development. Apps have the potential to make you a lot of money, but there's a huge if statement that has to be made here. In order to make money with apps, you need to have a good idea. If the idea isn't that great, chances are there won't be any money made. The best example of this is Flappy Bird. The app could have been made by a 13-year-old, since it isn't complex by any means. In fact, it would be a great starter project for you if you're new to app game development. However, the idea of Flappy Bird turned out to be a fantastic one. It reported $50,000 per day of advertising income at its prime. Note that most apps only last for a short period of time, so it probably isn't going to generate much revenue in the long run. Number 4, create a theme. There are a lot of people that have a website but don't know anything about coding. Those people often use a solution like WordPress. Since they don't know how to code, it's hard, if not impossible, for them to change their websites besides some standard configuration that they could tweak. These people rely heavily on the themes that are available on the marketplaces. And this is where a great opportunity lies for you. You could create your own theme and sell it on the marketplace like Theme Forest. Once you've built your theme, you have the opportunity to sell it to millions of people all over the world. You could also build a theme for Joomla or Drupal if you'd prefer that. However, note that these are less popular and used than WordPress. So if you don't have a preference for either of these frameworks, I'd suggest that you go for WordPress. Number 5, freelancing. It's easy to offer your programming skills and services online. There are various online freelancing platforms where you could look for a gig. Find one that works best for you. Freelancing comes with a bunch of benefits. You'll not only enjoy flexible work schedules, but also the freedom of working when and where you want. On top of that, you can grow your experience as a developer in the freelancing platforms. Once you've built up some reputation, you should be able to make a decent amount of money. However, I want to make a side note here. Since there's so much competition, the rates are pretty low on these freelance platforms. I'd only recommend this if you're starting out and want to dip your toes into the water for the first time. Use these freelance platforms not just for the money, but just to gain additional experience and get comfortable working with clients. Number 6, create a WordPress plugin. A lot of web pages are powered by WordPress, around 35% of all web pages. This means that there's a high demand for great WordPress plugins that could improve a website. If you're a developer with some spare time, building a WordPress plugin can be a great way to make some money from home. But the best part about it is that it's pretty easy to get started. The best idea for a WordPress plugin may emerge from the frustrations and limitations of existing tools. However, you can make anything you would like. From a donation plugin to a plugin that provides social share buttons, you can choose to make it available for free and earn the money through advertising or donations. But you could also go the route that most people take, a minimum free version with an option to pay for extra features. This is a very popular way to make some money with code. Number 7, a podcast. The best alternative to those who don't like to be in front of the camera, but still would love to share their knowledge with others. If you're an expert in the field, but a little bit camera shy, podcasts are the way to go to spread your message. And the best thing about podcasts is that they're becoming more and more popular. Tons of people listen to podcasts while they're working or before they go to bed. However, it's good to know that most podcasts are completely free to listen to, so making money from podcasts is going to be more of a side effect. See if it is an extra opportunity to build your personal brand. There are some platforms where you could get paid for your podcast, like Patreon. This is a platform where people can support your work and unlock exclusive content by paying you a monthly amount. Number 8, coaching. Being able to teach people online is a great skill to have if you want to make some extra money. Online teaching comes with great benefits for both the teacher and the student. Although this one is pretty straightforward, it's probably only for those who are a little bit more experienced. When you have a topic and you're very passionate about it and you have the skills under your belt, you could start to offer coaching sessions to more inexperienced developers. This way, you can turn your knowledge in a winning combination by offering your services through one-on-one coaching sessions online. If you want to help more people in the same amount of time, you could start group coaching. Number 9, a web shop. Online shopping has had exponential growth over the last decade. The amount of people that buy stuff online only tends to increase. You could take advantage of this by running a web shop yourself. If you have physical goods that you want to sell, you should choose to make your own web shop. You could use a platform like Shopify for this. But wouldn't it be much more fun to create a web shop from scratch? Another way to make money with a web shop is by drop shipping. Drop shipping has the great advantage that you don't need any items on stock. Once someone buys a product from your web shop, you send that order directly to the manufacturer. The manufacturer ships the product directly to the customer. Dropshipping allows you to start your own web shop without needing to invest a chunk of money on products upfront. Number 10, coding your own project. Last but definitely not least, you could create your own project that generates revenue. This has the great advantage that you could work on something that you really like, which is always a good idea. The downside is that you could be developing an application that nobody blinks an eye at. However, the goal of this is to build an app or website that provides some sort of product or service to people. This could generate revenue over time either by selling the product or by doing stuff. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for sticking around till the end. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you're interested in learning more about computer science and coding, click the link in my description to my blog where you can expand your knowledge on these topics. See you in the next video.